Well, John, it's finally over, my friend, and welcome to the last game day of the season. We have something to talk about, though, some positive vibes. We've won a game, we've scored some goals. The Blues have ended their League One campaign with a 3-1. Luke Chambers, Cole Skuse, Teddy Bishop, many other players. Could that be their last town game today? Your thoughts to them, my friend, and a big thank you for your time as ever.
My pleasure, mate. My pleasure. It's nice to be joining you after we've scored some goals and finally got a victory. I mean, that hasn't happened that many times recently, has it? It's normally another 0-0 draw. Here we go again. Same old story. You know, the season's been dead for so long, but I think today's just nice to end it on a little bit of a high. You wouldn't say it's a high because, that's only in comparison to, previous few months, really. But it was nice to be a bit more clinical. We didn't play. I think the scoreline probably flattered us at half-time in the sense of actual chances. It reminded me a little bit of the Blackpool game that we just took our chances really well. After, 9 minutes, 2-0 up. I thought there was lots of positives to take. I thought Downs had another really good game, getting back to his best. I thought Dobra was lively and wants to be positive. And isn't it so nice to see somebody who wants to be positive and tenacious at the same time in his tackling as well? The biggest plus for me is the season's over, I think. Even I cheer the end of the game as much as I cheer the goals, which is a sad state of affairs. But it's nice to go out on a high. And if it is the end of an era for people like Chambers, I'm pleased he played, and I'm pleased he didn't make any glaring mistakes, and I'm pleased he got a win because, he gets a lot of stick, but he served our club for a long, long time. I don't call him a legend. I call him a loyal servant, and I think that's probably a fair place for him to be. He's certainly given us all. So if that is his last game, good luck to him in wherever he goes, whatever he does. Same for Cole Skuse. He gets a lot of critics, but, I think they're both being honest professionals, and we wish them well. People like Bennett, I mean, he was terrible today. I mean, how bad do you have to be subbed as a sub? He gave the ball away within 2 minutes, and then when he finally got into the box, he ran himself into a dead end and nowhere on the floor. He come up with the player, I think. So there's some players I don't really want to see again, but today's more of the end of the season, start of a new era for me. It gets exciting. Who's staying? Who's going? Look at the body language. What's happening there? Ultimately, we're going to see more of them stay than I think some people think. I wouldn't be surprised if Downs, Dazelle, maybe even Bishop, Wolfenden, one of the keepers, Norwood. There's 5 out the starting. Bishop was on the bench. 5 out the squad today. Maybe Edwards, although I've just seen a tweet of him getting shirts signed, which whether that's post-game or pre-game, it could be just getting a fan's shirt done, but he may be off. Hey, the important thing is the season's over and we can have enjoy some positivity of speculation and stories of who we've been linked with. But thanks for letting me take part this year. I've seen practically every game of the season, which never has happened before. I've just chosen the worst season in the history of the club to see every game in, but I've enjoyed being part of the game day posse extra time and of course the game day itself. So I hope to be doing some game days with you next season in person, Ross. So yes. Here's to a good summer, and at least we end with a result and 3 goals in our fate. 3 goals for us, 3-1 up overall. So yeah, not bad day at the office, but just shows you what could have been for the rest of the season. Anyway, we move on. Next season, here we come.
Well, Ben, thank you very much for joining me on game day, the final one of the season. And we've seen a win. We've seen some goals. Could it be Luke Chambers, Cole Skuse's last game and many others' last game today? But yes, Town have beaten Fleetwood 3-1 to end this terrible, terrible season in League One. Your thoughts as ever, my friend.
Yes, Ross, always a pleasure to be on. Thank you for the invite as ever. And thank God the season's over. I think it's the overriding feeling from every Town fan today. Fantastic to get a win and score 3 goals. First time this season. I know we got 4 at Blackpool, but scoring 3 goals. I think, as I said, first time we've done that all season. Norwood getting into double figures, showing hopefully what he can do for us next year. Is that a last goal in the Town shirt for Edwards? probably. And then Troy Parrott, I know a lot of people want him back on loan next year. Grabbing another goal, so that's 2 for us now that he's got. He got obviously the gift against Plymouth, and then today, good little goal by him. So I think everyone's looking forward to next year. Again, showed in flashes what we should have done all year today. Attacking football. I think that's what Cook wants from us. So I know we conceded one in the second half, but the second half was a damp squib, wasn't it? There wasn't really too much to chat about. The game was a bit misjointed, but always fantastic to see a win. Always love seeing Town score goals, of course, no matter the circumstances. But as I said, the overriding feeling today is that goodbye, good riddance to this season, and I think we're really looking forward to the summer with excitement. And if it is those players that you mentioned, a goodbye to Chambers and a goodbye to Skews, I think are the main ones you take out of today. Personally, I think they've been great servants of the club. I don't think Chambers has been an issue this year. For me, defensively, we've been solid. And from the game today, he was absolutely fine. Whether he's here next year, I'm not sure. But I'd like to put on record a huge thank you to him for his service to the club. He seems like he's a great club man, and again the same to Scoos. So they didn't get the goodbye they wanted to, but at least they went out with a win. And as I said, Norwood is the one for me. He's just going to score goals. We just got to keep him fit. So good goal today, and he could have scored more. We still had those frustrations from the likes of Harrop and Bennett when they were on the pitch. So a reminder that thank God they won't be here next year. But 3-1, no complaints. We won our last game. Terrible season, but at least we can have a smile on our faces today.